Good morning, everyone. This is it, our last subject before graduation, and somehow ASEAN feels like the perfect way to close this chapter in our life. We've studied about policies, ASEAN's regional goals, and partnerships, but our final challenge, make it personal. We are tasked to analyze ASEAN countries not just from the outside, but as if we were actually going to live and work there. So that's what we did in our project. Hence, the rise of crossing borders, a search for livability, opportunity, and rights in ASEAN. So, what we did was we took our individual goals, our own life stories, and we put them side by side with GTCI rankings, ASCC priorities, Hofstede dimensions, the job markets, the worker protections, as well as the cultural mindsets. And today, you'll hear about how three people with three different paths tried to answer one shared question: where in the ASEAN could we thrive?
Hi everyone, I'm Comly. And as someone who's worked the night shift at McDo, tutored on weekends, and still kept a 4.0 GPA, this project wasn't abstract to me. It was real. I asked myself, can I teach, support my family, and still have a life worth living? I'm the eldest of nine. Our parents are about to retire, so I dug into the data. Not just where teachers are needed, but where education is respected. From the Global Talent Competitiveness Index, or GTCI, the Philippines ranks number 69. We have talent, but we lose it. Why? Low pay, weak retention, and poor protection for private school teachers. I compare that to Vietnam, which ranks number 57, and Malaysia, which ranks number 45. Vietnam's great for English teaching, rising wages, better gender equity. But Malaysia stood out for me. Structured contracts, stronger social services, more dignity for migrant workers. From the ASCC, Malaysia invests in inclusive growth and human capital development. From Hofstede, their culture respects structure but balances individual needs. It's performance-based but not exploitative.
Ako naman si Rico. I'm a civil engineering grad and this hit home for me. Literally. My father was an OFW construction worker. After he had a stroke, I stepped in as the breadwinner. So when this project asked, where would you work in ASEAN? I wasn't just browsing. I was planning. I focused on infrastructure-heavy countries, Thailand, Cambodia, and Lao PDR. On the GTCI, Thailand ranks at 44th, rising in engineering talent. Cambodia and Lao rank low, but they're growing fast. In the ASCC, all three prioritize physical connectivity, but Thailand has the edge in urban development. When I looked at workers' rights, Thailand also offered better protections. Cambodia and Lao, flexible but less formal. You need to negotiate carefully. Hostage wise, Thailand is hierarchical but respectful. In construction, that's huge. You want clear structure. That gives me room to grow and send money home.
And I'm Patricia. I studied computer science, and right now I'm building a small AI startup. I want to scale it not just for business, but for impact. I need a country with a strong tech infrastructure, startup networks, and access to mentorship. So hence, I looked at Singapore. Who wouldn't? GTCI rather says it all that it is number two in the world. It's a global magnet for tech talents known for retaining, enabling, and growing professionals. From the ASCC, Singapore also leads in innovation, smart cities, and ICT. And looking at their R&D index, it's way above ASEAN's average. Sure, I also consider Malaysia and Vietnam. It's way more cheaper, more relaxed, and with growing tech scenes. But they don't exactly match to Singapore's startups ecosystem. Culturally, it's fast paced and performance driven. Singapore is, with the Hofstede's individualism and long term orientation scores showing that. And yeah, the cost of living in Singapore, it's brutal, but the return is access, exposure, and serious growth.
Of course, there's always the fallback. Why not just stay here? But then, you look at the job scoping. In the Philippines, early childhood education is underfunded and informal. Little to no protections. Meanwhile, Vietnam and Malaysia offer clear contracts, healthcare, professional development, even for migrant teachers. When I looked at Half-Steed, Malaysia's higher power distance and uncertainty avoidance means things are formal but stable. For someone like me who's built her life around routine and reliability, that's reassuring. I don't want luxury. I want security. I want to teach in a place that sees me as more than just a babysitter.
Same here. I'm not chasing skyscrapers. I'm chasing skills I can bring home. In Thailand, I see structure and growth. Hofsi says Thai culture values harmony and respect, important in construction teams. Work culture? Demanding but organized. Cambodia and Laos, they offer high demand and easier entry, but contracts are vague. Safety protocols are sometimes lacking even. Still, the low GTCI scores don't scare me. I've lived through worse. If I go, I'll go in with eyes wide open, and someday come back to build a better Batangas.
And Singapore? It's not just a place to work. It's where I believe I can scale a future. Yes, it's competitive, but I'm ready for that. My family gave me the freedom to dream. I want to make those dreams sustainable and hopefully pay it forward.
Thailand to me is a stepping stone, not the final stop, but rather a builder's ground. It's a place where I can work, save, and eventually return home with more than just money, but with also vision, with skills, and with capital to start something of my own.
And this is the end of our undergraduate journey. What a fitting end.
We didn't just study ASEAN, we faced it. We tested our futures against it.
We're ready to cross borders, not just for success, but to return whole. Thank you for listening.